Hello everybody and welcome back to MisFits Season 2. I am Swifty and today we're going to be putting our wings on because there's been a bit of a gap between last episode and this episode, roughly about 2.5 weeks, because I've had a load of grinding to do. And yeah, you can see like the amount of levels. We've got like full enchanted tools and armour and everything now. We're all good, we're all set to do. You've seen me do all this grindy stuff before in previous episodes, so I thought, do you know what, let's just jump the middle bit of grinding for all the resources and doing all that. If any like little fun bits come up between the episodes, what I'll do is I'll add them into these episodes, so then you can go and sit down and watch them inside the actual episode, and I'll try and put them into where they're actually relevant to the point. So anyway, I've been waiting to do this for such a long time. I've had my Elytra for a while, so we're going to stick that down here. We're going to find the book wherever I put that. Unbreaking and mending. There we go. We're going to run out over to... This is supposed to be Hippie's anvil, but her one disappeared about 3 anvils ago. So... I've just been replacing this anvil. I've been using it and then replacing it if I break it. We're going to call this Swift Flight. I don't know why I just wrote Swifty in there. And there we go. Fully enchanted Elytra now. Awesome. So now we can put this on and we can head to the sky. Oh. Do you know that feeling when you get home and you put your slippers on? You know, you've got a nice coffee waiting. Oh, it feels like that. It feels monumentous. Absolutely monumentous. That bush was seriously getting in the way right there. Right, okay. Rockets ahoy. We're gonna be needing this. We've got to take our first flight. Oh, and I've forgotten to do it again. We probably should be putting this on. Yay! I haven't forgotten how to do it, look. Oh, this is so nice. I have never seen spawn from this location before. Down, chicken. Oh. To feel the breeze beneath my wings once again. Oh, look at all the builds. They look so good from up here. Like, so good. And... yay! We're going all around. Right, but what we really need to do is head towards the mega base, because I have prepped all that for this episode, and I'm taking the long way around. I know. Gigi spent a lot of time doing all these trees, so I'm going to use them to... Ouch! I've not missed doing that. Like slamming my face into a wall. Right, so I'm down this tunnel. I keep getting lost. Every tunnel looks the same. What I think should do at some point is put like north, south, east and west up here on a banner or something, but this is not my domain. I'm not doing the tunnels, so it's not my place to say, but I might actually mention that as a suggestion. Maybe they're already going to do it, I don't know. But yeah, I keep getting lost in the tunnels, so there's like little signs here and there actually saying, Swifty, you don't live down this tunnel, and like there's one coming up right here. I'll just run to it because I know there's one right here. There's a one right here. Look, next tunnel on the right, Swifty. Keep going. So yeah, and it's just down here. Oh god, we almost went into Necro's portal then. And then I live down here, and I am living beside Bella and Slow Journey. It's about time that I did. So, I believe, like... Why are the clouds on? I don't normally have the clouds on, I don't know why. I believe, like, Slow is is somewhere over in this sort of area. Bella is over in this sort of area. Well, you can see where Bella is, because that's her base there. And then mine is over here. You can sort of see my my portal, not my portal, that's a shared portal between me and Bella. I mean my beacon. So we'll go round the beacon. Round and round the beacon. Right, there we go. And we're here. So respawn point set. And I have been busy in this area, people. I have been so busy. I'm going to put that there because that's where I normally have them. And I need to put these into... I'm going to need to get a shulker box now because I need to create a flight box. Because that's always going to be a thing. I've already got a redstone box, so I'm going to want a white... Actually, do you know what? We'll have a light grey box for my flight box. I can't call it flight box yet because I don't have any... I don't have an anvil over here. So Bella may have an anvil, but I'm not going over there just to think. But what I really need, what I really need is I need an ender chest. So I've got a load of lava down there, and what I was planning on doing is pouring some water over it and then like making myself an ender chest. So I've made myself a bog standard little thing there. I think it's that one. Am I missing one more piece of lava? I think I'm missing that one there. Come on, give me another piece of lava. I suppose I could take it out of my furnace, because I've been placing the lava buckets into my furnace, so I could probably borrow one of those from there just to get it done and get that part out of the way. So we're just gonna jump over here, slam that into there. Okay, now we need some water. Oh, that's so nice to fly. And then I put this ring around so it doesn't wash all my torches away. Don't know what I was about to say. Tortoises then for some reason. And then get rid of that. Perfect. Except for now I'm breaking the stone underneath. Right, perfect. I'm lacking on obsidian, by the way, because I've sort of been speed running to try and get to where I am. I've sort of been cutting steps, only taking what I need, only doing certain things that I need to do to get to this part. So that's the thing, right? There should be an ender pearl in here. Then we can create that. IO ender. Put that around there. Boop. Now we have one ender chest. Perfect. Boom. Open up. Now we can put all my important things, which is this, and now my flight box, all into my ender chest. Boom, boom, boom. Thank you very much. The other thing that I'm going to put in there is my flint and steel. Something that I normally always put in. That will eventually go into my toolbox, which I don't have yet. Is that my silk touch one? Yeah, that is my silk touch one. Because that's the last thing I need to do is break that, just turn it into a bunch of obsidian. We can empty that bucket of water out now. Thank you. And we'll put you up there with your friends. Nice. Okay, so I can keep that about my person. I really probably should put that in my inner chest as well. You know, that eventually will go in my armor set, or tools and armor set, when I get that far. But I'm not at that point yet. So what have I been doing? I've been creating concrete. I made a little manual farm down here, which is really simple to do. So if you want a demonstration, I'll show you how that works. It's super simple. So all I need to do is come over here. Right, we'll try that again because that obviously was in the way. So we come over here, we grab some sand, we grab some gravel, and then grab some dye. So we'll choose those. Just type con in there. We know we've got that. Shift click. We create a load of things of this. And I'll put the rest of these away because I like my inventory to be clear when I do this, and you'll see for what reason in one moment. I place that over there. I come down into here, and then I just press both mouse buttons at the same time. It will place and break the blocks. But there's a little bit. I wait until I've done quite a few blocks of this, then I'll stop. I'll collect my thing because I place the water source there so it's running towards me, so I'm always collecting it. So sometimes it will get glitched into that corner when all you need to do is jump and it will pretty much go into your inventory. So what I like to do now is I like to fill up my entire inventory with these blocks, and you'll see why in a moment. So if I put that there, I need to get one step back. I forgot that process. One step back, and then if I take one of these and chuck that down, take one of these and chuck that down, just like that. Take one of those, chuck those, one of those, and then fill the spaces up with concrete. What I can do is jump down here, and then look, see to the left, there isn't that many that they're going to spawn in time, but it's going to constantly fill up my inventory. So I can just sit here, press the two buttons. I wouldn't say go and throw an entire inventory stuff down onto the floor doing this process, because it will despawn. You will lose some, and concrete, getting all your sand and your gravel, and then sorting dyes out and things, it's quite an expensive block to have stacks of them go missing. So I normally think about six stacks you should be okay with, but not forgetting that I've got efficiency 5 and I've also got my beacon with haste 2 on there. So this is pretty much insta mine. So I think 6 stacks of concrete powder is about where you need to be when doing this technique, and that just means I can just sit here, hold my 2 fingers on the mouse button, and just let it glide. So I'm collecting all the concrete, I'm picking it all up, and yeah, I'm just going to keep going, and I'll just keep going up until I've got all my concrete done. Which, believe it or not, when you've got this process, it doesn't take that long at all. Well, there we go, all done. It's all full, so I can go over to my chest now and drop it all in. That seems a bit weird though, with the amount that I got there. Maybe I had a dodgy amount beforehand. But yes, I have decided this season for my mega base, because that's where we are now. We're about caught up. We're maybe not caught up with everybody, because some of them, like Bella and such on, have actually got like their bases done. People have built industrial districts, but we're sort of at other people's level. So I'm now going to be working on my mega base, and then from there, because the way that I'm going to do my sort of industrial district is going to be a little bit different this season. Instead of having it off like over onto a different island or a platform somewhere on the sea, I'm going to do something a little bit different. So I can actually catch up now, but once this main part of my mega base is, I can store all my storage and everything like that. So that's the main problem for me at the moment, because I've got all these chests full of different stuff. Most of this was actually terraforming this out, because this was up here. Pretty much all of this. It sort of come down here, and you can see sort of like where the trees are. That was basically where it was, and I've sort of terraformed it down. Bella sort of gave me this idea to have the cliff come under and then go down and then go back under, to save like a load of time on trying to terraform the hill all the way backwards. So I kind of like that. We're going to change out these blocks, and we're going to add some other blocks into it, and some half slabs and things like that, and we'll get it all looking nice. But terraforming isn't a priority for now. It's storage. I need storage. I need space to put something. I don't want to live like this. This is sort of organised chaos right now, and I want somewhere where I can put all my stuff. So I am probably going to leave you with a time lapse, because I am going to start building the first segment of my mega base, and the mega base is going to be a moon base, like a Mars moon base. If you have seen Planet Crafter and you have seen Subnautica, imagine them two sort of bases like mushed into one. Like, I am going to have pods, like connection pods, and like little, I don't know how to call, like little units, and then like connectors, like tube connectors that go to another pod, and then they branch off, and then we're going to have all these little rooms and stuff. But it's not just going to go on land. Just over there, let's go and have a flight. Just over here, we have the sea. And down here, we're going to go right into this water. And we're going to have some of our base submerged. I have always wanted to do like a water base, but I know how long they take. So this is sort of a bit of mix of both. So we're going to be on land and underwater. And I found this really cool cave down here, and I'm thinking about extending my base down into this. Really, is it this one? There is a huge cave down here, I promise you. It might be down here somewhere. Yeah, down here. There's a big cave down there. I plan, it may not happen, I don't know, I'm gonna think about it, but it might, and then we might have something like a little farm or something down there as well. So yeah, I'm really excited to get this started. It's something that I toyed about with when I was on the Crosscraft server. I have sort of upped the pods, because the last time when I was on there it was just like tubes, a little round circle ball thing for junctions, and that was pretty much it. Except for like my big base, and it was like this big massive like hangar thing, which yeah, it looked really big and clunky, but I think this way that I'm going to do this is going to look so much cleaner and so much nicer. So yeah, enjoy the time lapse, guys, because I'm going to enjoy building this one.
You used to stop this world from spinning. Like Superman, you were the only one to find the strength in all that I was dealing with. This life like kryptonite. And if you keep me close, every minute in this hourglass you hold. the clouds to stop me from hitting the ground. In every goal there was a meaning, for this love ain't kryptonite. And if you keep me close, every minute in this hourglass you hold. Oh, 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 and when I fall too deep, you be there and I'll wait to say
And time lapse over. So the first part of the base is complete. There is going to be a lot of other sections added to this base, which we'll get to in the next episode. So I've only built a small portion of the base in this episode. So in number 3, our base is going to expand quite significantly. So yeah, let's take a look. If I can get back into my thing, let's turn that off. I've just taken a screenshot. Oh dear. Oh, I've done it again. I probably should put this on. Right. We'll talk about that in a minute. But yeah, this is it. This is where we're going to be living, and this is only one part of the structure. You can see it's quite a bit of a structure, and there's going to be stuff coming out the back, stuff coming out the side. It's going to be pretty big by the time the end of it. So I've got plans that maybe to go down into the water, down into these caves down here, to expand it across that way slightly. We've got a lot of room to play with here. We do have a lot of room to play with. The portal has been moved over into the middle between me and Bella to make it more convenient for the two of us, instead of me having to go into Bella's house to use the portal. And then I'll just explain a little few of the other things that's gone on just around here. So over here we have an incredible amount of sand and gravel. This predominantly is for Project G. This is the project that we're going to be doing later on. Yeah, there is a lot of sand and there is a lot of gravel. So that was supplied by James. And it's been here for quite some time, so we're going to be taking that down very shortly. And the other thing that we've got is, other than this farm, I've been growing some warped trees over here. Let's put my hotbar back on, and I'll show you what I've been doing off camera. So there's been about 3 weeks since the recording of the first one, well, the end of the recording to the first one, to me actually doing this. So I've built an entire industrial estate over here, and we're going to have a little walk around, and I'll show you what we've got down here so far. This is going to expand as needed. So over here we have a little iron farm. Quite nice. We do get a fair bit of iron from said iron farm. And over here we have the multi-item sorter, the multi-tree farm, which I've been using to make the fungus. I've been doing this, the warp stuff. One, because I need these mushroom fellows, these shroom lights, and the nether hub needed the warped planks, so I needed to make an entire bunch of them. I don't know why I just did that, because I want that to be over there. So yeah, I've got a basic little workshop over here. Like, bone meal is all over the place, because bone meal for these two farms is quite needed. I had to travel almost a 20 to 25 minute boat ride out to get a villager, then bring one back, then go out again, and then bring another one back. So yeah, I can't wait until we got like gas and stuff and can like shift them around that way. So that should be happening soon-ish. We're just waiting for all the rest of the mods to be updated before we go to update and make sure they're all working and stable. So I've got a little bit of a villager trader center going on here. These are just things that I'm gonna need for Project G. Apart from the carrots, I need all the golden carrots. So Yeah, and then that was the little breeder up there. It's all been deactivated now. So, yeah, we don't need any of those. So they're completely out of thing. I ended up having to... I let them finish off, like, their breeding cycles. And then I sent them to another village. Right, back at the base. As you can see, temporary staircase. This isn't permanent. There's going to be a better staircase coming. I've already designed it. It's in the test world. I'm going to start working on that shortly. So this is the inside of the first part of the base. This is basically going to be all my storage because I want that as soon as I come through the door. I really love this. This is the items symbols resource pack, which in my opinion I think we should all be using this because it is so lag efficient that I don't know why this isn't a vanilla thing that we can just like name an item, put it onto the item frame, name it, and then we can hit it with glow ink and some white dye, and we get this lovely like highlighted label over here. And it's super efficient because this is an image, so the server isn't picking this up. So the server, this has got nothing to do with the server. The server doesn't understand that. It just sees a black square. The resource pack is doing all the work, so it's client side. So it is extremely lag efficient. So I could have thousands of these signs, and it'd probably be about the same as using maybe 20 chests with item frames on it, because signs do take up some bit of lag themselves, but nowhere near as much as what an item frame does. I believe that it has got better over the time, but they're still pretty bad with the lag, especially if you've got a big storage system. I haven't really got that big a storage system because what I decided to do this time was, if we go into like the stone one, is I've decided to put like all my storage into shulker boxes and then like put them into the chests that way. So it keeps everything nice and neat, and I can have like a smaller storage room, but I can get exactly what I want. And the good thing is if I need a lot of stone, I can just pop a shulker box now into my inventory and off I go. Right, next thing's next. You've probably seen this. I need to go and do some enchanting in the end because I have a box with a backup set of gear. So I'm going to do that, and I'll be back with you after I have... Well, here I am. I'm back home, and all my enchanting is done. Why is this not opening? I have all my stuff sort of enchanted, so we've got all these sort of done. I made a mistake with this. I put Silk Touch on this instead of the axe, so I now have 2 Silk Touch. So I put the fortune down there to remind me that I need to... It'd probably be better to make like a whole new fortune pickaxe instead of wasting all those good books. So that's probably what I'll do. I'm going to put this into my ender chest, and then we're going to talk about this, what's in my ender chest right here. Okay, so what we have here, I'll stick these into the hands, is yon slapfish. Right, this is the deal. What we do is we go up to somebody, we give them a bit of a push with a slap with a codfish, then we throw them the codfish, then we open the book. So I've already wrote this down. You have been slapped in the face by a wet fish. What are you going to do about it? That's right. Pick a target, slap them with a fish, then pass them the fish and this book once you've filled it in to the player you slapped. Right, so then I'll just, quick thing, we'll just write Swifty slapped, I don't like Bella. And then I'll hit done, not sign. I did write that on the book there, look. Slap report, do not sign. So then we'll throw them the fish and the book, and then they will then find a person to target and then slap with the fish. And then hopefully what will happen is after maybe like a few days or a week or 2 weeks or whatever, then we're probably going to get slapped again by this fish. And then we're going to have this book, and it's going to say all the people that were slapped by this. I think it's going to be really fun. Just a really easy little game to play with have a bit of fun. I did start this in season 1, but however Hippie ate the fish. So we probably should have wrote that in the book somewhere, like Hippie don't eat the fish. I maybe should have put that on the slap fish and put Hippie don't eat this fish. Maybe we should go and do that right now. We'll put it in brackets. Where is my anvil? Because right, and then we'll put in brackets here. We'll use capital. Eat the fish. This. Oh. Probably want to take away that space at the beginning there. There we are. There we are. Slap fish, Hippie, don't eat the fish this time. So, yeah, we're going to have to find a victim. Everybody's like AFK right now, so I mean, I don't know where anybody is. But when they're AFK, that would probably be the perfect time to go up and slap them. But so I'm going to store it in my ender chest for now. I need to make another one of these ender chests, by the way, because I've got one over the industrial district, one here, one somewhere else, which I don't know where, because I had quite a few of these things already. But I am really hurting for obsidian right now. Like, I have 2 pieces of obsidian. However, James does have a trading farm, so he may be able to do me a deal on some obsidian. Right, okie dokie. So that's pretty much about it for this episode. There has been some work done in the Nether Hub. Do you know what? I'll show you that. No, wait till the next episode, because they're still working on the Nether Hub. And why is my zoom not working? My zoom doesn't seem to be working. Now, I'm going to have to fix that by the next episode, because it was working, now it's not. That's weird. Well, we'll have to zoom in the old-fashioned way like this, like through a block. Right, so take care everyone. I'll see you all in the next episode. It's going to be a good one. We're going to do a lot of base building. We're going to talk about the shop. And we're going to try and get some other little bits done, because we have so much to do. So take care everyone. We'll see you all in the next episode. Bye for now.